Welcome, Eve. Thank you very much for participating in this. Today what I want to show you is how I can bring through a loved one for you just by using their name, and hopefully give you some details and maybe even a message from them about something that's going on for you in your life, or where you might need some assistance, if that's okay. So do you have a name of a loved one that you'd like to bring through today?
Jan.
Jan, J-A-N. And
Yeah.
is that short for Janet?
Janice.
Janice, because I was actually hearing straight up that it was short for, but let's just go, because Jan was her preferred name. Does that make sense, sweetheart?
Yes.
Okay. Now, she's got me to pick out green today for you, and it's like you're going through a bit of a growth spurt. I'm not talking about body or any of that sort of thing, so please don't take it that way. But I feel like you're learning a lot and you're changing a lot in that some things that are happening for you. So with Jan, was she part of your childhood or part of your growth?
Yes.
And that because she's just talking to me about the growth, so that's why she's used the green then, because it's taking me back through with that. I feel very nurturing as well. So with that, was she like a mother figure to you?
She's my mother.
Oh, okay, so that's why we've got the mother.
Yeah.
So straight away she's showing me that how connected she is with you, darling. And I want to bring through, she's bringing me through with a blue for you as well, because it's about your communication. And with your communication, she said you should be writing books or things like that, because I feel like a lot of stuff has happened for you in life. Does that make sense?
Could be.
So do you ever write anything down anywhere or share information out? Because she's talking to me about you being a teacher as well.
Not really.
Do lots of people come up and ask you questions, and how
Yes.
do you do this?
Yes.
How do you do that? So informally you're probably the teacher role.
Yes, I see. Yeah.
Does that
Yeah,
make sense? It doesn't always have to mean that you're a school teacher or something like that, but
Yeah.
I feel like you're great at showing people what
Yes.
to do. She's taking me to young ones at the moment. So in saying that, it's like you're really great at helping some of the younger people that are around. Is that a bit of a group that you tend to gravitate to, or they gravitate to you or something? When I say the young ones, I'm sort of feeling like you say 17 to 25-year-olds. Is there a bit of a connection there for you?
Son.
Ah, okay. So she's talking then about the communication with your son.
Yes.
Sometimes he doesn't listen.
That's right.
Does that make sense? So sorry it's taken a roundabout way to get there, but because she just kept showing me like a young person. I just thought it was a young person, not realising it was your son. So in saying that, she's saying you communicate really, really well. Sometimes he doesn't listen. She's saying just plant the seed of the thought rather than him. I'm not saying you're nagging, but I feel like he says you're nagging.
Yeah, he does think that.
Does that make sense?
He does think that, and I don't think it's true, but he
No, because I often explain this to people. You've come in here at number 1, you've thought of the issue, the problem, who it affects, and number 10, you've solved it. You go over to talk to him, he's at 0.
So true.
So 10 to 0 doesn't work.
Yeah.
So come back down to number 1 and start to, hey, I noticed this the other day, maybe we could talk about it later. Okay, and with that, it's interesting because she's just talking about changing of cars. So has he just changed his car, or does he
doing
need
some work on his car?
Okay, well, it's interesting because I feel like another car will probably be in the driveway. Now, it's interesting because the driveway, I feel like it's your driveway. So is he still living at home?
No.
Okay, does he visit you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
with his car in my driveway is correct when he visits.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's where he parks it and everything like that. She's saying he learns in his own way.
Yes,
he learns in his own way. I'm not saying he had difficulty at school, because I feel like he's quite intelligent and everything, but he does like to learn in his own style and in his own way. And it's interesting because she's bringing through a father-type figure at the moment for you. So is your dad here, or would this be her dad?
Her dad and my dad are.
Okay, she's bringing through a father as well. So know that she's connecting in and bringing him through. It just feels like that there might have been some challenges for your dad, possibly when he was younger or things like that, but it was around money. because it's just like he watched his money. Does that make sense? Was he cautious of money or things like that? Not saying he didn't spend it, but he just watched his money.
Because my father died when I was 8, I don't really know the nitty-gritty for that one, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it feels like nearly depression days or something, and it's kind of like it might have dragged on. It probably was a worry for him.
I wonder whether it was my mother's father you're talking about, because he would have had the depression days and things, yeah.
So it might be him
Yeah,
then.
it could be.
Because they're giving me the dollar sign, like money is, so that could be why they're signifying.
But it could be my father because dying so suddenly and
Yeah. Do you have a brother as well, Don?
I do.
Because they're talking to me about your brother.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how all of a sudden they just pop everyone up.
It's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I love it this way, of being able to bring people through this way, and because rather than you coming to a psychic or a medium and then all of them sudden saying, I've got someone here and they're trying to work out who it is with you, we've got an instant connection by the name.
It's fantastic, yeah.
So it's like
You're
a quick
there.
speed dial, so they're talking about your brother. Now, does your brother have a little girl or something? Because I wonder why they put me in pink.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He's the most unpink person you'd see, so I wonder.
And I was wondering, why is it in pink? And it's interesting because, and that's why I thought, does he have a daughter? Like, are they trying to alert me to the daughter around? So we'll probably come back to that, but maybe it's also to stand out. Now, does your brother like to stand out? Not in a bad way. He stands up.
Jan and Mark, that's who they are,
Yeah.
are much more forward in personalities than I necessarily.
Okay, so maybe that's that because, he needed to stand
They're
out.
both the same star sign, they're different to me, yeah.
Okay, so as I say, it's not anything bad about him at all. Here I am dropping little pencils and everything like that, but that's fine. So let's go on to the purple in regards to your mum as well too. Now, are you rearranging or moving house or changing house or something like that? Because she's just showing me that things are changing around the home.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, and it could just be that you're, shall we say, decluttering or things
I
like
have
that.
been moving a few things, little things out. Yeah.
Because it just feels like that. So it's just like that something's changing around the home. So she's talking about that decluttering. She's talking about you having a cuppa with her and things like that. So when she was alive, did you have lots of cuppas with her or go see her quite a bit?
I saw her quite a bit.
Yeah, because it just feels like that there was a definite familiar thing, like you'd walk in nearly and flick on the jug or something. Does that make sense? Or who flicked on the jug when you walked in?
I could imagine we would have had a coffee, that would be normal,
Yeah. Well, you say it's normal.
Yeah.
I actually have lived in an environment where that doesn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I live here where it does definitely happen because that's my control. But sometimes when we're visiting other people, we don't have that control. But I feel like you felt at home there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's talking to me about that sort of feeling. I feel like she was a gorgeous, gorgeous lady. She's showing me earrings for you as well. So do you have some of her jewellery or something like that?
I do, but not earrings.
No, so sometimes it's not necessarily the earrings, it's just taking me to jewellery.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's talking about that. Was she buried? Because she showed me a headstone. Or was she cremated?
She was cremated.
But is there a plaque or something of hers?
Nothing, no. But there is for my father and other people, but not for her.
So maybe she's just raising headstone as that there's a difference or something because she
didn't want anything.
Okay, so that's
she's out at sea.
How awesome! That would be lovely for her. So as I say, she's just showing me the headstone. So that must have been something that she mentioned at times.
Well, her husband, my father, grandmother, whatever, we used to go to visit the grave. Yeah, that's why she never wanted one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why that significance has come through for you as well. Now she's talking to me about a bird or a butterfly around you, and it's like, do some things for you, darling. Okay, it's your time now. So you've done everything for everyone else. It's like stop, breathe, and focus on yourself. So do you get out to do much for yourself, sweetheart?
Not a lot.
Okay, so that's probably why this is coming through, because I feel like through it there's new friendships coming forward for you. Okay, and I feel like that could be quite good to have some new people in your life, and often that will come through where maybe some other people that have been in our life don't visit us much anymore because they may have moved away or something's happened, but it's kind of like you've cleared a few friends, and it's like that there's new friends coming forward for you. So find an activity or some sort of thing that you might like to do, and I feel like through that you're actually going to meet some new people and things like that. So we might leave your mum there for you, and as I say, you can take this away, and we'll link in a sec on the next person.